Isn't it so weird? You're like waiting for people to join you on live. Okay, people. I was supposed to do my Meno Mondays, and I got crazy. Life got crazy. And before we get into the Meno Monday, really quick, I want to talk to you about how I cannot get a smooth pony to save my life. Like it's puffy. I'm gonna need somebody to send me some tricks. This is the deal. Talking about menopause and how I got. I'm a little upset. I went to my doctor. Know this doctor forever. I've talked to you about how I want to do hormone therapy. I've talked to you about how the libido is and get an appointment. And you know it takes forever to get an appointment because insurance and everything. So they overbook. So finally get this appointment. I am charged to go into the doctor's office. I've known him for years. Go in and I'm like, listen, I want to do HT, hormone therapy. It used to be HRT. Now we say HT. I want to do it. And this is what I want. I tell him I think I want a patch or I want the mist. There's different kinds. He gives me this. Okay. This is Prempro. Backstory Prempro. Prempro came out in 1994. 1994, Prempro came out for hormone replacement therapy. 2003, it was removed from the market. Someone sued. They said it caused clots. They said it caused all kinds of things. This is one of the oldest hormone therapies around. So when I say I don't want this, or I want a mist, or or a patch, or a different kind, he's basically like, no, he doesn't recommend those. So he's pushing this antiquated formula, and I was taken aback. Okay, so then let's move on. I talk about how menopause is making me have a low libido. I give you too much of my business. Nobody cares. Um, One of the things people talk about is dryness. That's not an issue, again, more than you care. It's just after some people experience low libido, like you don't have a desire for it. So there are things that you can take for that. One of the, I'm going to try that with this hair because it's pissing me off. So I talked to him about the fact that I wanted to get on something called Addy. So there's two different kinds for libido. There is an oral that you can take daily, and then there is also an injection that you can take. Um, um, uh, oh, see, someone has used hormone therapy and it's helped them. And I see you with zero libido. You see what I'm saying? So there are different ones, and I'm not an expert, but I do know that I believe it's Addy. That is one that you can take orally, and then there's an injection that you can take, I think, an hour before you're in the mood. Okay, I don't need that kind of pressure to remember, so I thought maybe I would try the Addy. So I say to the doctor, same time we asked for this, so I should have known where it was going. So I say, I want to try this or this. And he says, no, I can't give you that. I said, I'm sorry. So again, I think that one of the, issues is that he assumed I hadn't done any research or hadn't looked into things, and that we were of the old school that the doctor knows best. So he says, I can't give you that, and goes in the drawer and pulls out this supplement. Okay, I covered the name because ain't nothing wrong with these people. I'm not gonna, this has nothing to do with these people, but he literally pulled this out of a drawer and handed me this. Oh, my patients say that this works. This is someone commented, and you absolutely commented right. I will be getting a new doctor, because you handed me a supplement out of your drawer that a company dropped off, and you toting a hormone therapy. He's absolutely getting kickbacks from the pharmaceutical company. They don't, we thought they don't do that anymore, but they do that. So, and then to tout one of the issues that was stated, I'm not a doctor and was not involved in a lawsuit. This causes blood clots, allegedly. Um, it was, it was not. So again, like I said, even when you have a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of information, you can be bamboozled and led astray by the medical community, because a lot of them don't. um Somebody remembers working for Prempro when they were in the pharma industry. um a lot of doctors don't want to do the work. A lot of doctors still dismiss menopause, still dismiss, the symptoms of the reactions of menopause. And so for that, you have to advocate for yourself. So as right now, he is no longer my doctor, because there's no way you're going to give me this knowing my high levels of estrogen, knowing that I've had venous closure, with veins in my legs. And they do dismiss women of color. And you're absolutely right, Spellbound. And you do actually, LaShawn, you're absolutely right. If we don't advocate for ourselves, nobody else will. And the fact that someone is telling you what they want and that they've done the research, and unless you can give real scientific data, if he's like, Selena, I'm not going to be able to give you that because you have X, Y, and Z, and this will not be good for that. But to be like, no, just no, I'm not going to give you that, because what I know is that nobody is prescribing this. So every time he hands some poor suspecting woman this, he's getting something out of it. And that was upsetting. He don't care about me. He's not in business for me. He's in business for himself. But this was shocking, because this is not the move, okay? And to I think that the shocking thing was to tell me as a man that this is it. This is it. This is what's doing it for all my people. It is not true. And what I'm learning more is that the more information that is getting out there about menopause, the more frustrating I think the medical community is getting, because we are advocating for ourselves. We are talking about it more. We are doing the work that needs to be done to get the treatment for ourselves. So for now, I am not on hormone therapy. So the hot flashes are like, my skin is dry, um, my hair is dry, and one of the things that is happening is it affects your teeth. So go to the dentist. So it's affecting every aspect of my life. And someone had DM me. It was like, I thought you were going to talk about menopause, and menopause is whooping my ass. It's really whooping my ass. So sometimes just to get, going, I literally have like no energy. I'm just like lethargic. I have a full-time job. So sometimes when I get off work, I'm at work dreaming of a nap, and I just got to work. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. And I see, I applaud you for not taking medication. I am beyond that. I need help to function, because it is wearing me out. And I am in year almost 3 of menopause. So when people think you're going to get menopause and you're going to get a hot flash and it's going to go away, for those people that it happens for, mazel tov. I'm happy for you. I wish. Absolutely. And LaShawn said that because they know what happens to women, they don't care. They just dismiss it. Um, I thank you for saying that. She said, it's kicking my ass too. I'm in year 18. I think that people listen to me. Whoever thought you were going to just go to the doctor and they were going to be like, it's done, have a ice cream and go on about your business. That's not how it works. Menopause is can last many years, and the symptoms can vary and last for many years. And so that's what I'm experiencing right now, is that I have not tried over the counter like Estroven. I'm going to give it a try. I'm willing to try over the counter. I know some people like, um, I'm not, I don't want to take medication. And some people are like, they want to do, natural or more like organic. Listen, I tried ashwagandha, a dandelion, licking a tree. Nothing is helping. Okay. Nothing is helping. My insomnia is wild, wild. I do not, my sleeping is terrible. Anxiety is here. Like, again, hair is dry, skin is dry, libido is low, uh, you know, all kinds of crazy nonsense, okay, that's happening because of menopause. And there's nothing wrong with having these symptoms. As you may have seen on my story, because everybody runs to my story, they don't. Um, Nicholas and I went into the gym the other day because another issue is the weight, like the menopause belly that I talked about, and um, um, the retaining the weight and eating the same thing I've always eaten and doing the same thing I've always done. But the way my body is processing things, metabolism is slow, is a crazy time. So I wanted to come on quick. Um, Thank you so much. I'm in the New York area. A young lady just um, shared a doctor with me, so this is some good information that I need. Um, so I'm up to try anything. I just don't want to be dismissed about menopause, and I just don't. Um, Exactly. Someone commented, every woman is different. Sometimes it never goes away. Absolutely. And I think that's again what I'm saying is people think you wake up, your period stops, you have an ice cream, and you're, on a yacht, like those commercials made us think that periods were when you wore a tampon, that you would play volleyball and all kinds of shit. It doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen like that. It is a long process, and for everyone, it's different. Um, they think because you're at the stage in your life where you can't have any more children, or you don't want any more children, that you should be so excited about it. And one of the questions is, does it start early, like 45? Menopause can start, it has happened to people in their 30s. Some people, I'll never forget, I read a book about a young lady, happened in her 20s. Naomi Watts, the actress that I had the pleasure of meeting, it started for her in her 30s, and she talked about how she had was dating someone and she had a patch on. And I'm not telling a tale, she told this in a public forum, and that she ran in the bathroom and pulled the patch off before, because she was embarrassed. That's what we're not going to be. We're not going to be embarrassed. But it can happen. There's no age, like exact age. And there's also medically induced menopause. Um, and I know that people who've had a hysterectomy for a medical reason, which puts you into menopause, that has had, a ovary removed or such, and that will put you through menopause. I remember wanting to get my tubes tied. I don't even know if they call it that anymore. And my previous doctor that retired, which is why I'm at this doctor, who was wonderful, was like, it's going to throw you into menopause. And I was like, okay. And he was like, no, you think it's okay, but it's not going to be okay, because when your body does it naturally, it's already whooping me. If you would have been medically induced and medically forced and medically thrown into it, it makes it worse. So, again, what I talked about before, someone asked, what do I have to look forward to? Everyone looks for different things. So anyone born with a uterus will go through menopause in one shape or form. Some people is smooth, quietly into the night. Your period stops, life is good. Other people are slammed with it. So there's stages from 0 to 100. Literally, you can be that person. It's like, ooh, a little hot flash, and then you're good. And you're that person that is a raging, you have rage, you have anxiety, you have depression, you have night sweats, you have sleep deprivation, you're lethargic, your skin is dry, your hair is dry, your gums recede, your joints ache, you have pain in your shoulders. Pain in your shoulders? Who would have ever? Joint pain, um, pain having during sex. Dry is the least, and people always like, I'm not dry, I'm not dry, I'm not dry. Great, you're not dry, I'm not dry, I'm not dry. No, but that's not my issue. The other issue is your libido. You don't want it. You have, maybe some of you have a high, maybe you don't want it. So there's a varied um list of symptoms that come with menopause, and all we have to do is be able to navigate it. And if you find the right caregiver, um, that will be helpful for you. So again, this is not an ad for her MD. I am going to be, her MD is a brand that's going to be offering medical and like spa like services, but they're going to do that in conjunction so that they can offer longer appointments. So what you may notice when you go to your doctor is you're getting like a 15-minute time slot because medical insurance has taken over the world. So you're getting these fast appointments. So her MD, which will be opening in my area in August, that I'm going to go, is kind of dedicated to really giving you the attention you deserve to help you with your symptoms, to help you with your the things that you're going through. And I remember going to a conference where we were talking about menopause, and I'm repeating myself for people who've been here before. There was a young lady there, and she said that she seemed, she was just, you could see it was on her, it's weighing on her, that her she said, how do I talk to my husband about it? Because he's not understanding why I'm not like I'm not in the mood, and he doesn't understand, and I'm trying to make him understand. And I'll never forget, a woman on stage responded, well, maybe you should consider getting a different partner. And I was like, oh, that's what we do, we just throw people away. And my response was this: I said that this is a version of yourself that you don't know. So I, when you're young, get your period and you become a young lady, and that's a version of yourself you never met. And then you're older and you're having intimate relations, and that's a version of yourself you never met. And then if you have children and you've given birth, that's a version of yourself you never met. So the menopausal Selena, I don't know her, and I'm trying to figure her out, and she's annoying. So if I don't know who I am, me trying to explain to my partner is a challenge as well. And I'm lucky that I have a partner that's I'm 52, he's 62. He's the best. And he's very understanding and listens, and I can have conversation with him. So you have to be, kinder to yourself, but menopause is no joke. Oh, yeah. She said that a young lady said her husband internalized it and thinks it's him. And that's what I'm saying. You have to um, be able to understand yourself to make him understand, or your partner understand, that it has nothing to do with you. Or sometimes, listen, I have 3 children, and sometimes my baby, he's just talking to me, and I just like, my mind is like racing. I just like, I'm closing my eyes, like, because it's a lot, like it's processing a lot. And again, um before I did this, I had a nap. I had to take a nap. I'm tired. I'm a little tired. And it's weird, and my sleep is jacked up and my appetite is jacked up and my metabolism is jacked up, and I know I need to work out, but I don't want to work out, and but I have to work out because nothing fits like it used to, because everything is distributed in different places. So it's a time. It's a time. But to circle back to what I brought you all here for is that this mofo tried to kill me with this. Why you would ever pull out a 1994 hormone therapy replacement? And then once I got it, because I picked up my prescription and I was like, okay, maybe he does know. Maybe he does know, because I got the prescription and came home. And then before I took it, I started reading everything and I was like, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. So at the end of the day, what a lot of people have said that joined the live, and I appreciate everyone who joined because I just jumped in on you, is that you're right. You are the best advocate for yourself. No one else can do it for you. Do your research, and when you're at the doctor's office, get the time. It doesn't matter. I don't care who's waiting, because when somebody's in there, they don't care who's waiting. Tell them all your symptoms. Write it down. Keep a diary of it. I don't care if you keep it in your phone or write it on a piece of paper like my mama, but make sure. Exactly. I do know Prem-Pro causes cancer, allegedly causes cancer. We don't want to get in trouble, Robin. But that was one of the things I saw, and a woman won a huge lawsuit over Prem-Pro. But you have to, so do your best to, before you go into your doctor's office. And it's so funny because I had a health issue a couple of years ago, and my oldest daughter used to have to come with me to the doctor's office, because sometimes I would get in the doctor's office and I couldn't hear what he was saying. Like, I couldn't process what he was saying. And so after, she would have to be like, no, that's not what he said. Or he said you should. So if you're a person like me that sometimes get like doctor deafness, I don't know what the term is, you should write everything down. So when you get into the doctor's office, you can tell him, so for 3 days, I've been experiencing this, or my hair is dry, or my eyes are dry, or I've had shoulder and joint pain, or write it, tell him or tell her, or whatever the case may be. And just advocate for yourself. And I know sometimes that ignorance is bliss, but we have so much knowledge out there and so much information out there that we can garner, that we should. So I took this, and not show my information. I took this from him, but I'm not going to use it. And I'm sure these supplement people are probably the best. And you know what? I might take this and be humping like a rabbit, but that's not what I asked for. And that's the problem. I think that medical is the only place that the customer is not always right. And so we're going to just advocate for ourselves. So thank you guys for joining me on my jump in, on my didn't even let you know I was coming sneak in live about menopause, but I'm going to keep them coming. And I am going to do it. I don't know what my thoughts are about, is that really yam creams? Don't like a yam? See, there's so much more research I have to do. Anyway, thanks guys. I'm going to save this in my series. You can watch it. If you have questions or anything, DM me, and next week we're going to be back. I promise. I got you. We're going to keep with our menopause lives. All right. Bye guys.